Hello guys, this is Dr. Pooja Sharma and I welcome you to my this session, very important session for all of you class 10 students, which is key science diagrams. So in this session, I'll be covering all the important, like most of the important diagrams which are like very confusing, but you should know them to understand different concepts of science in a very easy manner. Okay, so before I get
all of you
into
class 10 students, which is key science diagram.
so before I get into more details of it, let's first understand what this Unacademy's platform is. Okay, so this is today's topic, as I said, key science diagrams to understand science in a better way. So I have picked 5 main diagrams from your NCERT science book, and I'll be going over them and I'll be explaining a couple of concepts to you guys. Okay, before that, let's understand what is Unacademy and what do we do here on Unacademy. Okay, if you are new to this platform, so it's India's largest learning platform with live sessions, live practice question answers, and weekly quizzes, so that you learn the concept and you learn how to answer the important questions from that particular chapter. Okay, so here is my code. So if you want to get 10% discount on your subscription, go use this referral code PS13. My name is Dr. Pooja Sharma and this is my code. Go ahead and use this code for get extra 10% discount on your subscription. All right, so we at Unacademy, we are introducing, CBSE class 9th and class 10th special courses. You can go ahead and sign up for those, and here are the key features. You can learn from your home. You don't have to go anywhere. Unlimited access to the courses. Let's say if you missed some course, you don't have to, wait for the next course. You can go ahead and watch that course because there are unlimited access to, the courses. We are a group of top educators from all over India teaching you all different subjects for these batch courses. All right. Then we have exhaustive coverage of your syllabus. Once we cover your syllabus, then we have different doubt clearing sessions, different live test series, and because once your syllabus is covered, you are not worried about the syllabus, right? Then you are worried about only about how to crack the exams, how to solve the problems. So we have all those sessions out there. So this is all about like how this batch courses thing works. Okay, and again, as I said, my code is PS13. You can always use that code to get extra 10%, as I said, on your subscription. Go ahead and subscribe for that. Same thing, plus subscriptions are also available on unacademy.com. Visit now. Okay, again, a little bit about me. My name is Dr. Pooja Sharma. I'm a scientist. I was a scientist and lab director in the United States. Now I'm back here in India and I'm teaching on Unacademy Science to you guys, and the language is like English. In English, there are different educators who teach in Hindi as a language, but I'm teaching you guys as in English. All right, and again, use my referral code PS13 and you can get extra 10% discount on your subscription. Okay, so how to join Unacademy? There are different ways. You can visit the website, you can download the app. There are different plans available: 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, and 12 months. You can pick as per your choice, but my strong recommendation to you would be go for this 12 months plan because that is very economical. All right, so you can pick any of these plans. And now here comes today's topic, key science diagrams, right? So guys, you can ask me questions. I have opened the chat window as well. Okay, so if you have any questions, any queries, please feel free to ask me. I'll be more than happy to answer them all. Okay, so all right, I see Inquire Lab has joined this session. So hi guys who have just joined, a great welcome to this session, and let's get started. Okay, so this session that I'm taking today is on key science diagrams. Though I'm not picking all the diagrams from your book, I just picked 5 important diagrams to understand different concepts. Okay, the whole idea is because to understand a concept, you have to have a diagrammatic representation of that particular concept. So from all over your book, I picked, as I said, 5 major diagrams, and those are to explain what is pH scale and where do we use it, what is corrosion, what is like how soaps and detergents they work. Okay, then stomatal pores on the plant, on the leaves. Okay, how do they work, what is the structure of stomata, and then human heart. That is the most important diagram from today's lecture. All right, so these diagrams, as I said, I just picked randomly, but these are like key important diagrams that you must understand. So let's start with pH scale. So as we know, we have acids and bases around us. So Suraj Kumar has just joined. Hello, welcome Suraj. So we are talking about different key diagrams in today's lecture. So the first picture that I'm picking, the first diagram that I picked is pH scale. Okay, so as we all know, there are different acids and bases. They are found in our kitchen, in our daily use. We come across various acids and bases, not just in the chemistry lab. Okay, so what we consider is like whatever is sour, okay, that is acid. Whatever is like soapy to touch and bitter, we consider that as a base. All right, and these acids and bases, they change the litmus paper color. All right, acids, they change blue litmus to red, bases, they change red litmus to blue. So that is the very basic concept about acids and bases. Okay, but can we, that is just differentiate between acids and bases. एक्सक्रीटरी सिस्टम सूरज, मैंने आज उसकी एग्जाम्पल नहीं ली है, बट नेक्स्ट टाइम फॉर श्योर आई विल हैव ऑल दोज सिस्टम्स इन माई अपकमिंग वीडियोज. ओके, टुडे आई जस्ट पिक्ड random pictures what I thought are important, but if you send me what you want me to cover, okay, I'll be covering all those with great examples. So leave me in the comment section like what all topics would you want me to cover in my upcoming section. तो मैं आने वाले sections में वो सारी चीज़ें आपको समझाऊंगी. All right, but आज के लिए just leave those in the comment section so that I can cover all those points in my upcoming videos. So here comes your pH scale I was talking about. So what happens is like acids and bases, as we said, they change the color of the litmus paper. But can we find out like what is the concentration of acid and what is the concentration of the base? All right, so that we can do by using a pH scale. So as we know, acids, they give hydrogen ions. Bases, they give OH negative, hydroxyl ions, okay, when they ionize. So if we by some method calculate the concentration of hydrogen ions, that means we can tell whether a particular acid is a strong acid or whether it's an acid, or whether the particular base is a strong base or weak base. All right, so here in this diagram, what is pH scale? As I said, a scale to measure hydrogen ion concentration in a solution. Okay, so that is called pH scale, and it ranges from 0 to 14. 0, when we have 0 on this scale, which means highest hydrogen ion concentration. So the reading on the scale is inversely proportional to concentration of hydrogen ions. There is some logarithmic ways of doing it, but I will not get into too much of the details. So the hydrogen ion concentration 0 to 7, if something is like from here 0 to 7, that is acidic in nature. Okay, 7 is considered as neutral, and anything above 7 to 14 is considered as basic in nature. All right, so here we get pH should be thought of simply as a number which indicates the acidic or basic nature of the solution. As I said, anything between 0 to 7 is acidic. Anything above 7 is like 7 to 14 is basic. So 7 is neutral. So this tells you about how to read a pH scale. Okay, and then here comes another one. It is the universal indicator. So how do we create these pH scales or pH meters or pH indicators? So as we have different indicators, natural and synthetic, let's say litmus paper is there, phenolphthalein is there, all right, methyl orange is there. So commercially, at commercial level, somehow these are used on a paper to give a pH strip like this. This is called universal indicator. So it has different numbers, different color schemes. So you dip this paper strip in a solution. If the color matches to all these colors, wherever the color matches, that is the pH of that solution. For example, you take water, you dip the strip in water, okay, and you match the color that comes on that strip with this strip, it will match somewhere here, okay. So that means water is neutral because it matches here at the 7 number. So if something matches at like this color, that means the pH of that solution is somewhere in between 1 to 2. Okay. So this is how we use pH scale or pH strip to calculate pH. Okay. Very good morning, Rohit. Welcome to my session here, and today I'm talking about, different diagrams, key diagrams that we use in our science book. Okay, so the first one I just explained, pH scale. Next one is corrosion. Guys, corrosion is a very important topic, and most of the times we make mistake, explaining how this corrosion happens. Okay, so for that I have explained that in a diagrammatic fashion. So to explain corrosion, why do we need this setup? Because we want to explain like corrosion. First of all, let's understand what corrosion is. You must have seen, iron, if exposed to air, if exposed to atmosphere, it changes or it forms some kind of brown patches or brown color substance on it. Okay, similarly our silver and copper, they form some different color change on them if exposed to air or moisture. So this is called corrosion because it's the metal is getting corroded, the metal is getting wasted away due to formation of some new chemical compound on it. Okay, now let's understand why corrosion happens. What is corrosion? I just explained. So to demonstrate that, there is a setup here. Reply, ma'am. Time for excretory system. Excretory system, Suraj, I will cover that as I said in my upcoming sessions, and stay tuned. Go on Unacademy's app. You can go ahead and sign up for the plus courses. There you get all the information, like what is our upcoming session, what is our upcoming live YouTube session or special sessions on different topics, and you can also leave all different topics here in this chat window so that I can cover all those topics in a very easy manner for you guys. Okay, तो मैं उसको कर दूंगी. आप मुझे एक बार कमेंट सेक्शन में डाल दीजिए कौन कौन से टॉपिक्स आप चाहते हो कि मैं कवर करूं. ऑलराइट, तो वो सारे के सारे कवर हो जाएंगे. तो here is a setup. मैंने बोला कि corrosion को हम कैसे explain करेंगे. So here is a setup. We took 3 test tubes. So see the difference. We put 3 nails in each test tubes, iron nails, because we want to demonstrate process of corrosion, how corrosion happens. So in this test tube, in test tube A, we took nails and we put water. We close the cork, but there is air. So water and air both are present. In test tube B, what we did, we took the iron nails and we put lots of oil in it. Okay, why oil? So that there is no contact of these nails with air. And then we water, and then we put lots of oil on it, so that there is no contact of nails with the air. Okay, so there is no air. See, we took nails and we put some anhydrous calcium chloride. What happens is it dries out the air. There is no moisture in the air. So in setup A, we have air and water. In setup B, we cut the contact of these nails with the air by putting a oil layer. So air cannot get into the water because oil is present. So there is only water. And in test tube C, we have nails, but we don't have water. We have air, but we don't have water because we put calcium chloride. Calcium chloride will absorb the moisture. So there is no moisture. So what do we see? In this test tube A, the iron nails, they will form rust layer on them. Okay, because to corrode, iron or a metal needs oxygen and water molecules to form the oxides. In B, there is no rusting because air is absent, oxygen is absent. In C, air is present, but there is no water. So we concluded from this setup, from this diagram, from this experiment, that we need, for the iron to get corroded, oxygen or air plus water. Okay, if you want more explanation on these topics, go sign up on Unacademy for plus courses. We'll be explaining everything into more details, and you can sign up there and use my code PS13 if you want 10% discount. Okay, so now another important topic that is there in your science books is soaps and detergents. All right, let me see whosoever has joined the chat. Suraj is there, Rohit is there. Hi guys. So I hope you are enjoying this session. So soaps and detergents. So what do we know about the soap molecule? So what happens here? Here is the structure of a soap molecule. It has a hydrophilic end and a hydrophobic tail. Okay, so let's first understand what is hydrophilic and what is hydrophobic. Hydro is water, philic is love for water. Water, it gets attracted towards water. Okay, same thing for hydrophobic. Hydro means water, phobic means fear from water. In easy language, this part of the soap molecule, it repels water or it does not attract water, while this part of the soap molecule, it gets attracted towards water. Okay, so this soap molecule, the hydrophilic end is made up of what we call sodium. Okay, sodium ion is there. So I will show you like how this looks like. And this tail is hydrocarbon tail. Okay, so because this is hydrocarbon tail, it is hydrophobic in nature. All right, so with this you have understood what a soap molecule look like. What is it made up of? It has two parts, hydrophilic, hydrophobic. Okay, water attracting, water repelling. This you have to remember. Okay, if you want to understand how soaps and detergents, they clean things out. All right, so what happens here is, so most the dirt particles, they are oily in nature. Okay, so those particles are oily in nature, which means they do not dissolve in water. Whatever dirt is there on your clothes, it most of the times it has oil in it. Okay, that is why it is sticking to your clothes. So how can we remove it? All right, so as we have this soap molecule, it is like most of the times sodium or potassium salts of long chain carboxylic acid here, this point. So this is long chain of hydrocarbons. This is potassium or sodium head, hydrophilic. Okay, so this is the ionic end, this is the hydrocarbon end. This is we call hydrophilic, this we call hydrophobic. So this end, because it is hydrophilic, it can dissolve in water, it can attach to water, it attracts water. The hydrophobic end repels water, it cannot be dissolved in water. All right, so what happens when we apply soap to dirty clothes or oily clothes? Here a structure called micelles is formed. Okay, Prince has just joined. Hello Prince. So today we are covering all major diagrams, science diagrams. So I picked 5 of them and I'm explaining those. So we have covered 2 and here is the third one, soaps and detergents. I'm sorry, this is the second one that we are covering, soaps and detergents. So what happens here is the soap molecule, it has hello Mr. Farhan, Sheikh Farhan, welcome to my session guys. My name is Pooja and I am a science educator on Unacademy. You can go ahead and sign up for plus courses on Unacademy and you can use my code, my referral code PS13. I teach science there, okay, for 10th and 9th class students. So we are talking about how soap molecule, they clean dirt molecules. So as I said, dirt has oil in it, oil droplets. Okay, so when we add soap to the water, to the cloth with that dirt particle on it, what happens? The hydrophilic end, they are towards the water, hydrophilic, they love water. Okay, while these tails are hydrophobic, they get attached to the dirt molecule, oil molecule. Okay, so what happens is this micelles like structures are formed, okay, where hydrophilic ends are towards the outer side, towards water. Hydrophobic are entrapping the oil droplets, the dirt droplets. Okay, so this is called micelle and it forms emulsion in water. Okay, so the dirt, it gets dissolved, it forms bonds with soap, and when we put water, it gets washed off. Okay, so this is the theory behind how soaps and detergents, they work. All right, so guys, this was the third diagram that I just explained. So let me tell you, today's session is all about important diagrams from your science book so that we can understand science very easily. So here I just picked important diagrams just to tell you how I explain things to my students. Okay, and I explain them even in better way because we have more time, we have all the syllabus that we have to cover on Unacademy's platform. So I encourage you strongly, go ahead and sign up for plus courses, batch courses on Unacademy's platform. And my name is Dr. Pooja. You can use my code PS13 to get extra 10%. Okay, I really work hard on creating the slides, on making sure you get a very easy science so that you can use science as your career also. Okay, so next one that I have picked is stomatal pores. What is stomata and what are stomatal pores? So gas exchange, water exchange, all those exchanges from the plants, they occur through these pores. So what are pores? These are the openings. Okay, these are the openings on the leaves or the stems or other parts of the plant. But as most of the gaseous exchange, as most of the water exchange, it occurs on the leafy surface. So we have more stomata on the leaves of the plants, and that too not on the upper side of the leaves, because if it is on the upper side of the leaves, the plant will lose all its water. They are majorly on the underside of the leaves. Okay, so what are these stomata, or what are these pores all about? Let's discuss. So here is stomata, open stomata. Okay, this is the pore which is called stomatal pore. Okay, and these are the guard cells here. All right, so what happens is, when these guard cells, and these, they have shown chloroplast, some green color substance which is bodies which is present in the guard cells, helps in photosynthesis. So here in stomata, as I said, it has pore in the center, which is, when opened, leads to exchange of gases or water, right? And when these pores are closed, here these pores are closed, there is no further exchange of gases or water. So what happens here, these guard cells, they guard the opening and closing of the pores of stomata. Okay, so this is the basic structure of how stomata, how the pores, they look like on green leaves or on the leaves of a plant. Okay, so let's go through this slide. So stomata are the tiny pores present on the surface of the leaves that we have just talked about. Massive amount of gaseous exchange takes place in the leaves through these pores for the purpose of photosynthesis. So because these pores are there, so photosynthesis, it takes place. Exchange of gases, exchange of carbon dioxide, oxygen, other gases, water vapors, everything happens through these pores. And the opening and closing of the pore is a function of guard cells. So these guard cells are kidney shaped cells. How they open and close, there is a process called osmosis. Okay, but again, that is not in the scope of this chapter or this section. So I will not get into details like what is happening at the guard cell level, but this is how this happens, like by change in osmotic pressure, by change in osmosis, these guard cells, they open and they close. That leads to opening and closing of these pores. I mean, they expand, or they like they swell or they shrink. So by just swelling and shrinking of these guard cells, the pores of stomatal pores, they open or close, right? So this is what it says: the guard cell swells when water flows into them, causing the stomatal pore to open. Similarly, the pore closes if the guard cells, they shrink. Okay, so this was a little bit about the stomatal pores. Next diagram that I've picked from your book is human heart, and as I just took stomatal pores, I will be explaining the whole chapter in more details on your Unacademy's platform. So if you have not registered as yet, go ahead and register yourself for plus courses. We have top educators from all over India taking up 9th and 10th batch courses to finish your syllabus on time, to get you ready, prepared for your examinations, for competitive exams. Okay, you can use my code, which is PS13, to subscribe, and you get 10% extra discount. Okay, so I teach science on Unacademy's platform in English language. All right, so the next one is human heart. Guys, this is very important diagram or important piece of human body that you really have to understand clearly, because it is many people, they get confused because there are different chambers involved. So please understand it carefully. As I said, it is very important part of human body, and it is little complicated as well. Okay, so Mr. Suraj, you were talking about like excretory system, and as I said, I will explain that. First, let's understand human heart. Okay, so human heart, as we know, we have oxygenated blood and deoxygenated blood, like pure blood we call it, and impure blood we call it. We call it blood with oxygen, or blood where we have used oxygen, our body has used oxygen, deoxygenated blood we call. Because we have oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, our heart has to have different chambers, so that oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, it doesn't get mixed up. All right, so that is why God has given us this beautiful heart with 4 chambers. Okay, first of all, understand human heart is a muscular structure. Okay, human heart is a muscular structure. It has 4 chambers. So again, it's very important to understand this is the one on your right hand side. They have named it like left auricle, left atrium, or left ventricle. Same thing, right atrium and right ventricle. So you have to just imagine like this is your heart. So on your left hand side is your left atrium. If you imagine your body in this picture, okay, don't just look at this picture and see this is my right hand side and why they have written it left atrium. Okay, so from that point of view, this part, upper 2 parts of heart, they are atriums. Lower 2 chambers of heart is like ventricles. They are called ventricle. So we have left side is left atrium, left ventricle. Same way, right side has right atrium and excuse me, right ventricle. All right. So now you have to understand this point. We, apart from this heart, because we need, why do we need heart? First of all, because we need to, our body needs to transport different things like food we eat, the gases exchange, the excretory material which is found, the carbon dioxide, the waste gases, okay, the other toxic products from our body. It has to be transported to blood to get it out of our body. All right, so everything has to be pumped out. So that heart is that pump. It pumps blood to all the parts of our body. Okay, so it is kind of a pumping machine. So heart is the pump. Then we have arteries and veins. Arteries and veins, let's assume these are the pipes, okay, taking blood and bringing blood to the heart, taking blood from heart to the different parts of body, and taking blood from different parts of the body to your heart. Okay, so that you have to understand here. So we have already covered heart has 4 chambers: left atrium, left ventricle, right atrium, right ventricle. Next is veins. So these are 4 important names that you have to remember, guys. Okay, just understand it, and then it will be very easy to understand for you guys how this blood flows, not only in your 10th class, but when you progress to the higher classes, then you will read this in even more details. But if your basics are clear, we are here to clear your basics at this level. So once your basics are clear, you will understand even better in higher classes. Okay, so we have pulmonary veins. Remember, veins are always used to carry deoxygenated blood. But pulmonary veins are the only veins in human body. They carry oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart. Okay, so you remember this point. Pulmonary veins, they are the only veins, they carry only major veins, they carry oxygenated blood from lungs to heart. Here these two I'll explain in next picture in more clarity. All right, so these are the pulmonary veins. They bring blood from lungs to left atrium. So left atrium now carries your oxygenated blood. Okay, so this oxygenated blood, it goes to left ventricle. So now left side has all oxygenated stuff. All right, so from left ventricle blood has to go to the body. So who takes care of that? Aorta. We call it aorta. Aorta carries oxygenated blood from heart to the body. See here, from this is aorta. It carries blood to the upper parts of the body and lower parts of the body. So this point is clear. We have pulmonary veins carrying oxygenated blood from lungs to the heart, and we have aorta carrying oxygenated blood from heart to the different parts of the body. All right, then we have these two, because now the blood is to the body. Now blood has to come back to the heart, okay, after delivering oxygen to the different organs where it is supposed to go. So now the blood is deoxygenated. So who brings the deoxygenated blood back to the heart? These vena cava, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava. So we call them vena cava. So they bring deoxygenated blood from the body to the heart. So we have them here. Okay, so deoxygenated blood is now here in your right atrium. Okay, now from right atrium blood goes to your right ventricle. When it is there in the right ventricle, then your pulmonary artery, here is your pulmonary artery. The pulmonary artery, what does it do? It takes deoxygenated blood to the lungs, so that your deoxygenated blood, it mixes again with your oxygen, and then this cycle starts again. All right, so let me, here what you have learned is 4 chambers: left atrium, left ventricle; right atrium, right ventricle. Okay, then you have pulmonary veins, you have aorta, you have vena cava, and you have pulmonary artery. So this was all about like this heart. And now here let's look at the circulation of blood in this heart. Okay, how is oxygenated and deoxygenated blood, it is carried away from the heart and it is brought back to the heart. So first of all, you will have to understand, as I said initially, your these chambers, first of all, the heart is made up of muscle, and these chambers, they pump blood. Okay, so your this left atrium, it has to pump, it does not pump, it gets blood, oxygenated blood from your pulmonary veins from the lungs. Okay, so oxygen rich blood from the lungs come to the thin walled upper chamber of the heart, which is like left atrium. From here blood goes into left ventricle. Okay, let's say here are lungs to left atrium, from left atrium to left ventricle, and this ventricle pumps blood to aorta to the whole body. All right, so that means your left ventricle has to pump blood to the whole body. So it has to be really, really strong, because that is why I have highlighted it. Left ventricle is the strongest chamber of the heart. It has thick muscular walls because it has to pump blood to the rest of your body, to the whole of your body. Okay, so that is why your this thing, left ventricle is very strong. Now blood is flowing to the different parts of your body. Then deoxygenated blood is coming back to the right atrium. All right, then it is going to your right ventricle, and from here it has been carried away to the lungs again to get oxygenated again. All right, so here if we want to explain how blood flows, so this is the picture to explain the same thing. So what happens here? We have human heart. Okay, now understand guys, from lungs via pulmonary vein, blood is coming to your left auricle or left atrium. From left atrium it is going to the left ventricle. From left ventricle through aorta it is going to the body. After body it exchanges oxygen is getting exchanged, and after that through vena cava it is coming back to your right atrium. The blood is in right atrium now. From right atrium blood goes to right ventricle, and from here again through the pulmonary artery it goes to your lungs to get oxygenated again. All right, so this is how blood circulation in your body it takes place. All right, so this was all about human heart and the circulation. And if you want more details of the same, you need to go back to Unacademy's app. You can sign up for our plus courses there, and we have batch courses running. They are very informative batch courses. I will show you one more time how you can subscribe. In my previous slides I'll come up with those slides again, and then you can sign up and you can take benefit of these excellent plus courses, batch courses. All right, so this was all about all the different diagrams that I have picked, and now let's talk about real quick what are these batch courses and how can you sign up for these. Okay, so you can learn anytime, anywhere. Okay, you just have to have Unacademy's app. Use code PS13, that is my code. My name is Pooja. If you want extra 10% discount on the subscription. That's it for today. Thank you so much. Let's crack it. And before I end this session, some of you are requesting me like how you can sign up, okay, and what are the benefits of signing up with us on Unacademy. So let me go back to all the slides. So here we have introduced class 9th and class 10th batch courses. Okay, we have till 9 to 12, but I'm taking care of class 9th and 10th for now. You can go ahead and sign up for plus courses. Okay, the beauty of batch courses is we cover your syllabus here by making sure you understand each and every concept very clearly. To sign up, use this code PS13 is my code. You get extra 10% discount on your subscription. All right, and these are the key features of signing up with Unacademy. Okay, you learn live from the comfort of your home, especially during this corona phase. You don't have to go anywhere. You just learn from the comfort of your home. Unlimited access to the courses. Let's say you missed some course because of something. Don't worry guys, we have saved all the courses for you. Let's say you have party, you have some family function, you have to go out somewhere. Don't worry, all these courses are saved for you and you have unlimited access to the courses. All right, we have selected top educators from all over India, especially for you guys. so that they can train you on each and every subject. All right, we have all the major subjects covered, and all these educators are top educators of India. All right, we do exhaustive coverage of your syllabus. We cover your syllabus so that you get time to prepare for examinations, you get time for the quizzes and for other answer writing sessions. Okay, we have regular doubt clearing sessions. It is not like we have taught you something. You can always ask us questions. We have special doubt clearing sessions as well. Live test series. It is not like we covered the syllabus. We make sure you have understood the things, and that is only possible by having your live tests. Then study material is available with you. We spend time on creating excellent slides for you so that you don't get confused with so much explanation in the book. We make it very easy for you, and that study material is available for you for the rest of your session. That is the beauty of this course. Okay, you get answer writing sessions and constant mentorship. So this is very important. We are excellent educators on Unacademy's app, and we are easily accessible by you. We are just a message away. Something is not clear to you, you are confused, you can always get back to us and we can answer all your queries. All right, so this was all about Unacademy's platform. So as I said, I'm an educator there. My name is Dr. Pooja. You can use my code PS13 to get extra 10% discount on their platform. All right, so guys, this is it for today, and you guys have a wonderful time. And I covered all the major diagrams in this session. Okay, in my upcoming sessions, I'll be covering all interesting topics. Okay, till then, you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much.